Hi Aquarius, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with a timeless tarot reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So I'm seeing the Death card and also the Six of Wands. This is a very good outlook. There may be some stuff shifting, there may be some stuff changing. You can be preparing for a transition of some sort. It looks like it's going to be running smoothly, and at the very least you're going to get the outcome that you want. Okay, so optimistic place to be starting in. So whether you're initiating this change or it's something that is just happening and you're sort of moving with the flow of things, Six of Wands shows that there's going to be success when you are finished with the process, to say the very least. So it seems like there's a sense of hope going into a situation, even if you don't know exactly how something is going to work out yet. Death card can always be tricky and challenging just because it's a change, and so things can feel strange, unfamiliar, but I'm seeing you really be in a space where there's a recognition, like, I know my worth, I feel connected with my values, I'm making decisions that are in alignment with that, I want to be making moves to connect with things that are compatible with my values. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Sun here. This means that there's like an awareness and an expression of your expectations, and also a connection with your self-worth too. Recognizing self-value. There may also just be a focus in general on exchanges, on interactions. Seems like there's emotional involvement. We have this Queen of Cups here. This can be something that you're doing that's close to the heart, something that feels important to you. For some of you, this can have to do with a relationship, somebody that you're connecting with. It feels like a moment where we usually find ourselves in two different situations. It can either be a situation where you're like, this is not what I want at all, or this is not in alignment with my values or my expectations, or you find yourself in a situation where you're like, this is what it feels like to be treated how I want to be treated. This is what it feels like when somebody shows up and when we're working together. This feels like one of those moments where you're having to have the Sun here. This is like a more desirable situation that you're finding yourself in. And to have the Queen of Cups here, this is something that on some level emotionally you're connecting with. It matters to you. To have the Knight of Cups, there can be somebody else involved in this. You can be like talking to somebody from the heart. You can be intimately connecting with somebody. Intimately meaning like in a vulnerable space. It could also be somewhat challenging. Maybe a little bit of a roller coaster. Not necessarily a bad thing. I'm seeing it be more interesting than anything. But there can definitely be something that you feel a little bit stressed about, a little bit worried about. It feels like a temporary challenge for you to get from point A to point B. Yeah. I'm seeing like a little barrier that you're going to have to pass, but on the other side is exactly what you want. See, this is going to be like a challenge. I see this as being sort of like, it's sort of like a wall that's surrounding and protecting something that once you get on the inside of this, you're going to be like, this is where I want to be. But you're going to have to get past this. This is like a gate, and you have to pass the gatekeeper. But there's a very particular way that you're going to have to be able to be granted access. Something particular you're going to have to do that may feel a bit challenging emotionally for you. Because Queen of Cups is here. So this is going to challenge you on an internal level. Something you're capable of. This is a moment where there's like a karmic test for you that you're capable of passing. You just may not realize it yet, and it's going to feel challenging. But something that you want, something that looks very, very valuable and important to you subjectively is going to be on the other side of this. We do have this Ten of Swords here. Something's happening that's not aligned with your values, and it's going to need to come to an end if it hasn't already. This can also be you moving on from something too. Something could have already come to an end, and it's about completing the cycle now, like putting a final stop. But I'm seeing that something could have happened, but you may not have been in full and total acceptance. But I'm seeing that there's this moment where something occurs to you and you're like, oh, I wasn't being treated properly in this situation, so it's actually better that it came to an end. Or something was unfair about this setup, or something wasn't in alignment with my values, or I didn't feel like my self-worth was being honored. And I'm seeing, like, because there's been that epiphany about that, it seems like it allows this situation to be put to rest now. And you're like, oh, that was the point of all of this. I'm seeing a very bright epiphany moment. It may have been very challenging as you were moving through this, but it's like finally giving yourself the permission to move forward. I will say this as well. Interesting. I have somebody very close to you trying to connect with you. This situation could have been particularly challenging because I'm not seeing an obvious external situation. This is more so you needing to do something internally. And whenever it comes to internal stuff, your mental health, your emotional health, and maintenance, it's always more challenging because it's somewhat like invisible energy that you're working with. It's stuff that you can feel but may not as easily be seen or observed, and so it can be harder to recognize and also harder to advocate for yourself or know what you need to advocate for, because you need to be connected in order to feel it and in order to recognize it. So it seems like it was a very big challenge because of that specifically. And there could have been something emotionally where if there was like a lack of recognition of your worth and what you deserve and things like that, you could have been writing it off because you weren't showing up fully for yourself emotionally. But now I'm seeing this all changing here in a very beautiful way. Like there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of blossoming, there's a lot of blooming here that you're doing personally, like a lot of awakening and realizing. After the fact, I'm seeing somebody come through and reach out to you. This person is very attracted to you. So this ending, this is done, okay? The world means that there's a completion now, and this is a brand new cycle that's opening for you. So it's as if this whole spread is wiped off the table and that's finished. Now we start a new cycle. Somebody's coming through because they want to connect with you. This person is looking at you like the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands has nothing to do with gender, okay? This is just somebody finding you attractive. This is somebody that's the only reason that they're in a masculine energy and you're in a feminine energy is because they're the one that's taking action and reaching out to you and you're receiving. So that's the only reason why it's like that. Okay. Again, has nothing to do with gender. This person is like, this is how I'm feeling. This is something that I want to share with you. It's like a message from the heart, something, this person wants to connect with you. Okay. They're drawn to your energy. I feel like it's getting interesting now. The other stuff may have felt just like more mundane that you were moving through, where it felt kind of like thick energy that you were moving through. I'm seeing something lighten up here for you. Ooh, you know this person. They're trying to get together with you. They want to, they wish to, they desire to. Okay. So somebody comes through and they reach out to you. There would be a sense of like charm with the way that this person enters. Like this is somebody confidently sharing their feelings. And again, to have this person seeing you within this energy, they are attracted to you, they're drawn to you, they like the energy that you emanate, like they want to share something with you, they want to connect with you. This is somebody that knows you to some degree. There's definitely a sense of familiarity with this person. They're trying to hang out. They're trying to get together with you. This is like, hey, you want to meet here? Or hey, can we make plans together? Like they're trying to have FaceTime with you in some way. That's what they want anyway. They want to connect with you or reconnect with you. So, just to review what we've seen. Somebody got into a place where they recognized their worth. Something needed to come to an end because it was not aligned with that. Now there's this realization of, oh, that's what I just went through. This is like, I recognize the whole lesson here and now I can graduate to the next level. Now, somebody wants to connect emotionally. You may have a bit of a wall up. If you're the one reaching out to another person, they may be a bit guarded because of what they're going through and because they've worked really hard for what they have and they don't want that to be, they don't want to compromise that. So it may be actually hard to reach out. I'm also seeing a lot of feminine energy here too. That can definitely be a key to something. Because we had this Queen of Cups behind here. So this can actually be one person that's coming through. Somebody that's like, I'm open to and recognizing what I'm feeling. And now I want to communicate with this person about it. But this person, or for some reason, there's like a challenge or a barrier to communicate. See how that's in between. Again, this is like that fence of I'm on this side and I'm trying to get over to this person here. But there's like a challenge in order for me to get through. So it's almost like a test or something needs to be done or completed in order for you to be granted access and permission to this person. If you're this person, then somebody wants to reach out to you, but there may be a block or something that they're going to have to get through if they're going to have access to you. And I'm seeing this be like a very ideal situation that this person on the inside has. So we have one person over here trying to connect with another person, but there's a challenge and the hope, the desire is to hang out, to connect. This is like a gathering, a get together, a meeting of the minds, a meeting of energy coming together. And that's what the person wants. 9 of Cups is like what somebody really wants in a deep, deep way. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing an opportunity be connected with this. Like something becomes obvious, something becomes apparent. We're only looking at the Sun and Saturn here. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.